Ettelbruck, gateway to the Ardennes, where the good land, the good earth, starts to merge with the rolling hills of the Eislik, where the Alzette, the Vark and the Sauer rivers flow. Ettelbruck is and always was a thriving commercial centre, city of farmers and schools. Today, 7,800 people call it home. There were only 4,200 of them when Ettelbruck officially became a city on April 4, 1907. The title was bestowed by the ruling Grand Duke William IV. But the town's history goes back a lot further. After the Romans, Attila, Etzel, king of the Huns, is supposed to have been an early visitor. The first written mention of Ettelbruck goes back to the year 901 in a document that records acquisition by the Abbey of Echternach of lands located in Ettelbruck. Since 1780, new markets have consistently boosted trade, markets such as the Butter Market, which served as inspiration for this sculpture by artist Will Lofi. By 1862, the arrival of the railroad achieved to put Ettelbruck firmly on the map as a regional economic centre. Today, it is still a shopper's paradise. The pedestrian zone in the heart of the city was inaugurated in 1997. It is 450 meters long, and if you take up its invitation for a walk, you will find that the streets of Ettelbruck are home to 270 shops and cafes. Twice in its long history, Ettelbruck played host to events of national importance. The first came in April 1848, when Parliament and the government transferred their seat to Ettelbruck. The transfer lasted only a week, but during that week, Parliament convened 5 times in a simple classroom, where it laid the foundations of the first free constitution of the country. It was the one and only time that Parliament sat outside the walls of the capital. 16 years later, on June 5, 1864, a choir of 550 singers performs a new melody composed by their conductor Antoine Zennen. The words have been penned by Michel Lenz. It's the Heimischt, the country's national anthem, and its premiere was held in Ettelbruck. Not all memories are happy ones. Because you were strong, we may live in freedom. Those are the words written in stone on the monument to the fallen of the Second World War. Ettelbruck's darkest hour in recent history lasted 4 years and 4 months, when the city was under German occupation. Until September 11, 1944, the day the Americans arrived. But the joy of liberation proved to be premature. On December 20th, the Germans were back. It was the start of the Battle of the Bulge. By Christmas, the US Army had retaken the city. Ettelbruck was liberated a second time. And despite the destruction wrought by war, Ettelbruck never forgot to whom it owed its freedom. To the American soldiers under the command of Colonel Lansing McVicker, members of General Patton's Third Army, which is why Ettelbruck still today calls itself Patton Town out of gratitude for its liberator. Nowadays, the affairs of the city are run from within the walls of this listed building. The former parish house was built in 1726. In 1963, the city fathers moved in, and in the years since, many of the decisions taken in these rooms have shaped Ettelbruck and given it a number of viable infrastructures. The Kappe is one example. The letters stand for Center of Plural Arts, and it is dedicated to the former mayor and member of parliament Ed Juncker. At its heart, a theatre with seating for 450 spectators is used for concerts and stage productions, while the rooms surrounding it are home to the Conservatoire du Nord, a musical academy that teaches to over 800 students from all over the region. Since 1997, Ettelbruck has an impressive new sports hall, home to the Etzella, the local basketball team, and built to accept 2,000 spectators. Healthcare is something of a local specialty in Ettelbruck. The brand new Centre Pontalis is part nursing home, part retirement community. Further along, the Neuropsychiatric Hospital Center provides work to 635 people. Yet the biggest local employer is another hospital. The Hôpital Saint-Louis has a staff of 735 and impressive facilities that were inaugurated in 2003. Let's not forget the schools. Apart from the National Center for Continuous Education, Ettelbruck is home to 4 secondary schools. The Lycée Technique, the only school in the country that teaches farming, another one specializing in healthcare personnel, and the Lycée Sainte-Anne, a private school. Altogether, these schools provide tuition to 3,500 students from all over the region. Thus, the gateway to the Ardennes is also an entry door welcoming people from outside. The city has stayed true to its calling, to be a regional attraction for trade, for schooling as well as for sports and culture. Ettelbruck is multicultural. 45% of its inhabitants don't have a Luxembourgish passport, and of the remaining 55%, few are those that do not have immigrants somewhere in the family history. Italians, Portuguese, Cape Verdeans, a lot of them live nowadays in Ettelbruck, the old town, and help build the new Ettelbruck.